Hey guys, it's LEGO Boys E3. These are my top 5 most fun cubes. And so today I'm going to be going through 5 of the puzzles that I really like to solve, just kind of my favorite ones that I might pick up if I wanted to solve a puzzle just for fun. And these aren't really in exactly in order, like I wouldn't choose this one more than this one. It's just kind of the ones that I really like to solve. And so, yeah, I also chose puzzles that I've never shown before in this series, and so it won't get repetitive in this video. So let's get started with these 5 brand new cubes. And so first up on this list, we have one that I haven't really shown on my channel a lot. The only reason you'd ever seen this is on my cube collection. I didn't do an unboxing or anything because somebody actually gave this to me in real life. And so here is the Curvy Copter. It's a pretty fun puzzle, and it's actually very different type of puzzle. Like, the edges turn instead of the sides, and so that does make it pretty challenging. It's not that bad. I have solved it before, and I used to know how to solve it. I probably couldn't do it right at this moment, but I could get pretty far. But when I first tried to solve it, it was actually a really fun challenge. I just messed around with it for a really long time, just trying to get all the pieces in the right spot. It's really hard trying to figure out how to get, like, if you have a piece here, how to get it over here, because you can't just, like, turn a couple faces. You have to be like, maybe you do this move and this move, and it's just really a different puzzle. You have to think really differently about it, and it's really fun. It may seem kind of repetitive where you just have to put a piece here, and then you have to get this piece and put it here, and get this piece and put it here, but there's actually a whole bunch of different steps. So, like, if I remember correctly, you do, like, the first couple pieces, and then you put in, like, some of these other pieces around it, and then you do some of the pieces around here, and each of those little steps, you do the last layer and everything, each of those steps are a little tiny bit different. And so instead of just having to repeat the same exact thing every single time like you do on, like, the centers of a big cube, like that, I don't find that very fun. But this cube, every single step is a little bit different in the way that you do it, and so it's a lot to kind of remember, and that's why I can't really solve it right now. But when I did know how to solve it, it was very fun just because everything was a little bit different. And so this is definitely a very fun puzzle that is on this list. Next up, after this one, we have another cube. Not quite a cube, actually. This is actually one that I unboxed yesterday. You probably saw that video. It's called the Armadillo Cube. Somebody actually gave it to me. The inventor of it was nice enough to send me one, and I actually really like it. Like, it's just so much fun to solve. You have to, like, put all the pieces in the right spot, and it's actually really quick. Like, I did it on camera, most of it, in my video yesterday, and it's just really fun because it's just like a 3x3, but at the same time, like, edge orientation doesn't matter, so that part is pretty simple, unlike a lot of other kind of shape mod cubes. And then, like, the corners and stuff, it's pretty easy, and all the pieces are unique, and it's just, I don't really know how to describe it, but it just is a lot of fun when you solve it. Really, you'd have to buy one and try it out to see what I mean about it, but it's really just a nice puzzle to solve, and so that's why I like it, and it is just a lot of fun. And so, not really too much to say about that one. But next up on this list is one that's just a general category of cubes. It is the 3x3. And so, you may wonder why I have this cube in particular. And that's because I actually really enjoy solving this cube. Like, this is the Fang Shi Shuang Ren, however you pronounce that. But I just find this one super enjoyable to solve on. And so, you see it has this kind of sandy feel. Like, you can hear it, it just feels like sandy, but it's also very smooth at the same time. A little bit of the sandiness has gone away since when I first made a video on it, but it still definitely does have that feel. But it's very smooth, and so, like, when you're turning fast, it turns just like a normal speed cube. Doesn't have quite the performance of some speed cubes nowadays, but it still is really nice for, like, doing algorithms on, and just doing casual solves on. But the sandy feel of it just really, like, helps that feel. It just kind of makes it that much better. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's very satisfying to turn. It just feels nice, and so that's why I like this cube in particular. And yeah, I do enjoy solving 3x3 just for fun. It's a nice fun event. It's of course the main event for most people, and so that's why I like it, but also it is a very fun cube to solve, this one in particular. And so that's it for that one. Next up is one that you probably haven't seen before. Well, you have seen the actual puzzle. You haven't seen it stickered. This is my, ooh, it spins, my square one barrel. This one is a very interesting puzzle. I just finished it up today, and so you see it has nice stickers on it. I think I did a pretty good job with the stickers. A couple of these got a little bit messed up. But yeah, it's a very nice looking puzzle that I just modded, and you see it just has the normal square one color scheme. So the big corner pieces have 2 colors, the edge pieces just have 1, and these big long pieces have 3 colors. For a very beginner square one solver who just kind of memorized the algorithms, it probably wouldn't be that hard as it is for me. But for me, all of my square one algorithms are just muscle memory, and so I just kind of like do the algorithms. But for this one, if I try and do like a parity algorithm, like it doesn't turn. I try and do a finger trick, it just doesn't turn how I'm used to it turning. Normally there'd be a corner here, but there's not. And so I have to like do this, and this, and then I lose my grip on it because I like move my hand up here to turn it, and now I probably can't even do any more of the algorithm. That's all I know. So I can't really do algorithms on this by itself. It's very, very difficult, and especially for a square one because they have such long algorithms. Like the parity algorithm is super long, and so I just can't do it very well because yeah, I can get about that far, then I just forget where I am. And so this one's just very challenging. So you know I made that hardest cubes video a while back. This cube would definitely be on that list. And so I actually only solved it once. I actually had to use a normal square one and kind of do the finger tricks on it a little bit at a time, do those moves on the puzzle, solve the square one back up because I didn't know where I was in the algorithm after putting it down, and then do a little bit more of the algorithm till I met up with this, and then do a couple more turns and scramble that one back up and solve it. So it was very tedious, I guess, but it was also fun at the same time. Just doing a couple moves at a time on those like parity algorithms, the very long ones. So yeah, that's definitely why I like this puzzle, because it is very fun and very difficult to solve, but it actually was quite enjoyable. And so this is just a really fun cube. That's also a custom mod I did, and I really, really like it. Next up, we have one that is quite small. It's also just a 3x3, so I guess it could kind of be the same one as that. But this one has its own unique things about it, which is why I really like to solve it. And that's because it's really tiny. Armadillo Cube right there. And this one's fun because it's really like portable. You can just stick it in your pocket, no problem. It has a little bag that comes with it, and so you can pretty much bring it wherever you want and just kind of solve a cube. You could do that with a normal 3x3, but it's kind of bulky and whatever. But you could just have one of these in your pocket for whenever and then just take it out and solve it. Nobody would even notice that you're solving a cube either unless they looked really close. And so that kind of portability aspect of it is pretty fun, and just the fact that it's a tiny cube and you have to kind of adjust your turning style to it is also a really fun part of it, and that's why I really like this cube as well. But really, it's just at the top of this list because I really like kind of the concept of it being just a tiny cube. But really, I just told you, it's a fun cube. I like to solve it, so it's at the top of this list here. And so, yeah, these are my top 5 favorite cubes to solve. I actually spent quite a while thinking of all the cubes and making sure that these indeed are the ones that I most enjoy solving. And so, yeah, here they are. If you want to buy any of these puzzles, well, you can buy all of them except this one because it's a custom mod. But for all the rest of them, I'll have links in the description below for where you can buy them on their respective websites, stuff like that. And then I'll also have videos about most of these down in the description below as well. And so you can go ahead and check all those out. But that's just about it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like down below to show me that you liked it. Leave some suggestions in the comments below for other top 5 videos that I can make like this in the future. I am definitely running out of ideas, so give me some more new ones. And also stay subscribed to be notified when another video like this comes out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!